Friends, oh my God, we have done it. We are here. We are hours away, or maybe you're watching this after the news has already broke. Did we do 25 basis or a 50 basis or something that we did not see coming, like Elizabeth Warren wanting a 75% basis points on rate cuts? So tomorrow will be the big day. And a lot of people are skeptical about what is actually going to take place tomorrow. And we can sit here and complain and disagree, agree about all kinds of situations. But I've talked about Sofi here a lot, and I've kind of given my theory about what's going to happen here. Now, Sofi is, and I'm going to talk about that more, but Sofi is looking for a new number. It's looking for a new higher home. Sofi has been waiting on a rate cuts for 4 years now. Sofi has been waiting on this for a long time. Sofi wants to go up. Everything is loaded, locked and loaded at this point and ready for Sofi to be where it needs to be. Is Sofi undervalued? Absolutely. We've established that. That's been talked about. Everyone on freaking YouTube from TikTok is at least agrees on that one point right there, that Sofi is a bullish stock and is undervalued. It's a growing company. It's a growing bank. It is going to do a lot of big things here in the next 5 to 10 years, especially with this newer generation taking it as their main banking system. So the long term with Sofi here, no one's going like, I don't know, things aren't looking so good here. As long as there is an economy and people need to put their money somewhere and take, car loans, mortgages, all that, and loans in general, Sofi is going to continue to do good because Sofi is speaking to the newer generation, and that's where they're going right now, especially with their technology and their AI system in all of the new banking system that they have provided to this generation. So this isn't an argument as Sofi going to do well in the next 5 to 10 years. Of course Sofi is going to do well. We know that. I'm not going to repeat myself anymore. The problem right now is where everyone's going how long do I have to wait to see Sofi go to at least a double-digit number? When is it going to go to $10 to $15? Well, no one can give you a clear answer there right now. It's just impossible. It's just impossible. Now, tomorrow, with these rate cuts, the lowest we could probably see, and we're expecting something, but, a 0.25 could happen. Obviously, the majority of everyone is wanting them to at least do, for God's sakes, a 50, do a 0.50 cut. Will they do that? I don't know. But maybe they'll do a 25 tomorrow, and then they'll say, hey, X amount of time from here, we're going to do another one, and then we're going to do another one, and we're going to do another one, XXX here. So that is a very, whatever they're going to do tomorrow, whatever they're going to say, they have rewritten it, they have thought about it, they have went over this with a fine-tooth comb, because right now, they are, I'm sure, getting very pressured by, obviously, the Democrats, by everyone, to not have the market go into a recession. The recession would be absolutely catastrophic right now, right before an election. So, and I'm not trying to make this like a political video whatsoever, but that is literally, you got to think that those are the cards on the table right now. So no one wants to go into a recession. Now, obviously, with rate cuts, historically, we do see pullbacks after rate cuts. Now, this doesn't mean this week you're going to be freaking rich with Sofi. It doesn't mean that Sofi is going to make you a multi-millionaire this week. It doesn't mean Sofi is going to go to $20. So when you see people saying that, let's be realistic. Let's start small here. That's why $10. Can we get to $10 here by Friday? I don't think that's that crazy. If we were to see rate cuts be cut by half, by 0.50, we could see Sofi run hard here tomorrow. I mean, we could see Sofi by noon tomorrow, by 2 o'clock tomorrow, maybe go to at least 925 to 950, and then the rest of the week we could see it bounce around into a $10 mark. Sofi has done this in the past. We have seen Sofi run hard just within a 3 to 4 day period. We have seen this. If you look back through a chart, you will find this, and you will see this with Sofi. It has done this. And this is Sofi's big day. This is what Sofi has been waiting for. This is what Sofi investors have been waiting for. They've been waiting for this rate cut. Now, obviously, there's going to be a lot of people tomorrow just going like, hey, I just want to get out. I just want to sell my bags. I want to get out. I'll get back in later on, whatever's going to happen. You can't be mad at that person. I completely understand that, because people, a lot of us, we've been buying Sofi for 3-4 years now, because we're like, oh, things are going to turn around here. Things are going to turn around. Our government's telling us things are going to turn around. Well, things haven't been turning around. They've actually been getting worse. And now, finally we're starting to see some positive on the other side here. But we still got some things to get over here. There's still some hurdles here, so don't think like we're completely out of the grass. Hence is why I say that. So I said all that stuff before to say, like, so somebody doesn't hear this next part and go like, well, SoFi is going to do real good. Well, I can't believe you're saying bad things about it. You're just uninformed. You haven't done your DD on it. Friends, I have been yapping my mouth about SoFi for 5 years now on YouTube. Trust me, if anybody's had their patience lost and pulled their hair out with SoFi, you're listening to them right now. I'm going to tell you this as just a friendly tip on YouTube. Do what you want to do, but I will tell you this right now. If SoFi runs to $8.50, if SoFi runs to $9.50, if God willing SoFi tomorrow or Thursday or Friday runs to $10 or more, do not buy it. I cannot stress enough, because here's what you have to know. There are people right now holding large amounts of SoFi at $8.60. There's people holding large amounts of SoFi at $9.60. There's people holding SoFi for over $9 right now that have been holding it and haven't bought out of it. They've just been sitting with it because they're having patience, and they're like, I'm just going to sell it when it goes somewhere. And that's going to happen a lot this week. So it is going to be a very up and down situation. It doesn't mean that I'm saying anything bad about SoFi. What I'm saying is that I just believe there's going to be a lot of people buying in this week, because there's a lot of people, you have to know and believe, that they're just learning about SoFi, and they're like, well, I'll buy in this week. This seems like the right move to me. That's where people are going to get hurt this week. People are going to get burned. A lot of people are going to make money this week with SoFi, and a lot of people are going to get burned. Now, obviously, there's going to be the small people in between, like me, and many of you listening, who are like, you know what? I've already made my position in SoFi. I'm good. I'm just going to let it ride. I'm here for the long run. Good, great, grand. We're boring. No one cares about us. But there are the particular few that will sell out of SoFi and try to buy back in a lower rate. With that, I've said this in the past with other videos. The past 2 videos I talked about with SoFi, and I do believe this. I believe regardless, this week, with whatever rate cuts we're going to see, the market will run. The market will react. The market will show good grace on investors this week. You have to see where we are right now in the market. The S&P 500 is at an all-time high. We still have October to get through, which October, if you know, is an up and down month with the stock market. Not only that, we have an election in less than 45 days. Friends, we're still going to have some, regardless of rate cuts tomorrow. After the birthday party is over tomorrow, there's going to be some cleanup, some damage control going into these next few weeks. So this is why I cannot stress enough. If you are new to SoFi, if you sell out of SoFi tomorrow, you're like, oh my God, I got my money back. And then you're like, well, I need to catch the train, and you buy back in at a higher rate. Oh my God, be careful. Be careful. I'm almost willing to bet my whole account that SoFi probably somewhere in October will fall apart again, and for a small moment, before this election, it will touch $7.50 again, if not lower. I believe that 100%. I believe the market will see that. It doesn't mean we're going to have a recession. It just means that they're more than likely, this week will cause so much buy-in at so much high rate that the market will show one more shakeout before we get this election rolling. And obviously, whoever wins the election is going to have different results on the market, and especially with SoFi here. So friends, really what I'm trying to say with this whole video, can we see $10 still? Absolutely. We could definitely see $10 this week with SoFi. I would not bet my mortgage on it, but I definitely think it's safe to say with SoFi already touching right at almost 8.30 today, that SoFi more than likely is looking for $9. SoFi is looking for some high numbers here. It's looking to get up to a $10 basis. The problem is SoFi doesn't know where to go right now, because SoFi is waiting to see what these rate cuts are going to be. But regardless, if you're in SoFi for the long run, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. So long run, you're going to do good. Short run here, these next couple months, be careful how high you're buying in, because you're going to probably more than likely get another chance to buy Sofi under $8 here within the next 4 weeks. It may just be a couple hours, a couple days, but it more than likely will happen. There's going to be a big push here. There's about to be a freaking rocket ship in this market here. You should be, if anything, you should be selling this week, not buying this week. That should be your main focus right now. Take profit this week. If you're someone who's looking to raise capital and get back in a position, that more than likely is going to be your best bet. Friends, I really do wish all of you the best of luck. I've already preached and said what I could say with Sofi. We're all holding hands together tomorrow. We're all going to watch what's happening here for the overall market. There's a lot of stocks tomorrow that will have reactions to the news that is about to take place. So as a fellow investor, friends, I really do, man, I wish all of us best of luck. Guys, girls, everyone out there, best of luck tomorrow, and I hope we all make a ton of SHIT money. Friends, take care. Bye-bye.